Hello, everyone. This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm in Connecticut. I'm going to try to keep this video short and brief. I don't know if I can, but today I just got out of a meeting and we were talking about how the Dow, New York Stock Exchange, wants to kick Boeing off of it because of their poor performance these last couple years. My feeling is, and it's not a superstitious feeling, but maybe it is, that the new CEO, Robert Kelly Oatberg, comes to the shores of Boeing in Renton, Washington, with 348 ghosts. And these ghosts are going to be grabbing on, they're grabbing onto him. And no matter what he's going to try to do, it's not going to work the way it's supposed to. The implementation will not do it. This past July, I put in this document, 42 pages. It's got 11 letters of recommendation for me either to be the CEO, the dark horse which they were looking for, or the head of quality. I will say this, pure honesty here, integrity, honesty, and the truth. I sent this to 11 of the board members, and they never had the professionalism to write me back, to let me know, Mr. Guberman, thank you, we're considerate, we'll let you know, yes or no. It appears that the mold was already set for Mr. Robert Kelly Oatberg back in 2021 when he stepped down from Rockwell Collins, who during his leadership as the CEO designed, manufactured, and implemented the MCAS system that killed 348 people on the Ethiopian and Indonesian airline. He did. His leadership. That's why I say that he is a Charles Manson of the aerospace community. Now you're all saying, what are you saying there? What? I'm saying this. As, by the way, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, sits on ANSI ANAB's board, the accreditation body that Boeing uses, the accreditation body / underwriter that Boeing uses. Boeing is a member of them. They're a paying member, plus they shove an ANSI ANAB cert down their supplier's throat and subcontractors. They eliminated their inspection to a supplier bulletin in 2002, ladies and gentlemen. It says you must be AS 9100 as long as you're ANSI ANAB accredited. Because why? They call it out. Boeing calls it on the supplier portal. Third-party registrars must be ANSI ANAB or international equivalent. They call it out on the supplier bulletin for 2002, AS 9100. If it's ANSI ANAB accredited, send us your cert, send us your parts. We don't have to come visit you for 22 years. They gave up supplier auditing. They also gave up supplier auditing for special processes as well. We're going to keep on going with this issue. They sit on the management committee, which they took down that page, ladies and gentlemen. We took a snapshot of it because we were smart enough, because you expose these fools, and they are. And this is, you can't even make this up. You ever walk through the woods, ladies and gentlemen, and you see a log and you turn it over, and the light from the sun comes down and all the bugs start to run? That's exactly the way you have to look at all of these organizations, especially ANSI ANAB's management team. They're all making a lot of cash, not for profit. It was called, at one time, it was called a royalty payment, where really it was non-taxable. Now it's a various, because now people are scratching their head, and they're very much involved with our government. So my feeling is this, ladies and gentlemen, if they do not get Daryl Guberman on board, assisting with the quality implementation, with the quality, the furtherance of improving quality and the quality metrics, reducing escapes, which, by the way, when the Alaska airline popped the door, guess what? When David Calhoun was asked, when he mentioned an escape, yet he didn't know what an escape meant, he was hesitant. He's been there since 2009. Do you really think being a board member and then the CEO, he's been the CEO since 2020, so for 4 years you figure he's making, I don't know, $20, $30 million a year? He's made enough money. A demonstrative board that I sent this document to that has not responded to me, okay, is a problem. It's very, very problematic. So I would like to read something to you that I placed in a letter to the board. And, you know, I said, I ask for your consideration to assist Boeing right the ship, whether it was the CEO position or the head of quality. You ignored, all 11 of them, you ignored my 42-page document I sent to the board. I have always heard the words professionalism, integrity, etc. As a shareholder of the Boeing company, I never received a correspondence back from any of you. Your inaction only illustrated to me the same old management style, which will cause another accident. And I want to tell you, we're in trouble when it comes to Boeing. When you have the Dow wanting to expel them, well, let me tell you, for you investors, you shareholders of Boeing, I am not dressed up in a suit and tie. I am a guy who rolls up his sleeves. My background is composites and non-ferrous metals, titanium, aluminum alloys, composites, Kevlar, boron, graphite, metal matrix composites, resin transfer molding, all the rest of that, fiberglass, nanotechnology, etc. Fastener systems, bonding systems. 777 and 787 are mainly composite. The fuselages, graphite, probably graphite fiberglass mixed to use insulation. They have to insulate dissimilar metals because graphite is highly electrolytic conductivity. If you have the metal going through, you cause corrosion. And I can be the difference that Boeing needs. One man can make a difference. As Igor Sikorsky said, it is the individual that makes the difference more so than the team. The team only adds the spice, but it's the individual who does what he has to do. I say this to the board members, and I say this to the public out there. In order for Boeing to right the ship, I've been saying it from time and time again, I do not break any bones about this or make any bones about this. I know my capabilities. All I know about Robert Kelly Oberg is his capabilities were 348 ghosts that he has attached to himself. And the only way that he can settle that ghosts that are grabbing onto him is to get DARYL GUBERMAN on board, because everything that Robert Kelly Oberg is going to touch will turn to shit. By the way, that's a quality term, and I don't make anything up. Ladies and gentlemen, business owners, my fellow citizens, a David Foster Wallace saying was, the truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. So I'm going to say this to the board of Boeing, to Robert Kelly Oberg, and also to you citizens who I give a shit about, or else if I didn't care, I would have never gone to support Sam Salipar on April 17th. Look me up, DARYL GUBERMAN, DARYL GUBERMAN, Boeing, BOEING. Look me up, and you will see me in my purple tie, because I care about you, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike the management who I sent this booklet to, 11 non-responses. And I will leave it here. And remember, my friends, it is not the droplet of water that wears away the mighty stone, but it is its persistence. Confucius, and of course my favorite, Dwight D. Eisenhower, said, it is not the size of the dog in the fight that counts. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And I will say this again to the Boeing management and Robert Kelly Oberg. The truth will set you free, ladies and gentlemen, but not until DARYL GUBERMAN is done with you. And if you do not contact me, if you do not utilize my talents and abilities within the realm of quality, Boeing is doomed. It's a $214 billion company, but it'll just stay consistently there. And I thank you.